Convos off the Bumbuski. Title edition. Bumbuski Convos. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Convos off the Bumbuski. Let's get it. Soft Pound Productions. Convos off the Bumbuski, part 1. Let's talk about it. Got Rob G, Keys, Bumbuski, Cups and Ice, weed, ashtray, lighters. All a nigga need.
I had the apartment in Brown Deer, no bullshit. This is light. This is nothing. I had at least 20 on top. I had one of them computer desks that had the top piece on that motherfucker. I had like 20 bottles up there empty. Fallen Soldiers.
Oh, I said Fallen Soldiers.
And then lined up all along the wall and shit. I had so many bottles around that bitch just empty. That shit made it look like I was a real alcoholic.
I was thinking about what you said, nigga. Today at work, that shit had crossed paths with my mom.
What's that?
When I was telling you about old girl and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I spent the night at her crib. Your ass hit me with the, oh yeah, that's one of them away games.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I heard that shit. And I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, I ain't never heard no nigga say no shit like that. But I fuck with it because I understood it, though.
Hell yeah. You must ain't understand it on the spot.
I did understand it on the spot, but it just like, it just came and hit me today at work and shit. I'm just in there like, you know, you working 10-hour days and shit. Mm-hmm. Your brain likely to wander into some shit that happened last week or something. Some funny shit that just crossed your mind. I'm like, bro, this nigga really said what's one of them away games.
No, cause it's just, it really feel like that on some, like, cause you gotta think I've been damn near tapped in the highlight. I've been watching plenty like high school games and shit, cause
yeah,
I ain't been locked in on like just high school local niggas since like damn near I was in high school. Mm-hmm. So I've been watching like a lot of little highlights and shit. And just games from last season. So it's just like I'm thinking sports shit anyways. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it feel like, bro. If I'm at a chick house, this a away game. This is,
bro, I just
familiar territory. I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, get the drawers and get back to the crib.
Come home with the dub.
Come home with the dub.
But no, I ain't gonna lie. I just fuck with it because like you said, like I be having the sayings and shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm already one of them niggas who just make up metaphors to go with whatever scenario I'm talking about anyway.
Type shit.
So for you to just, so to me, you just pulled that shit out the hat. I'm like, this nigga funny as a bitch. One of them away games. And so like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you hit me with one of me type shit. So I just understood it. And that shit just, I was thinking about that shit the next day at work and shit. Like, oh, this nigga really said that shit.
No, I feel you. Shit, I'm trying to even think. Oh, it's been a minute since I spent the night at a motherfucking crib, bro. I can't think.
I ain't even plan to, though. That was the crazy part. Like, shit, we end up going to the bowling alley and shit. Was in the bowling alley till that motherfucker closed. And, shit, after we left there, shit, we just walking out. She started walking to her building and shit. And then, so I'm like, shit, I'm just finna walk her home type shit. That's what I'm thinking. We get to the building. I'm low-key finna walk to the crib. I'm like, all right, I'm finna go get me a little nap in type shit. Still got work in the morning. Got to be there at 5 a.m. So already like 12 type shit. We even leaving the bowling alley. I don't even remember. It was like 11, 12 maybe. Then she walk in the building. And then we walk in the building. She walk upstairs to the room. I'm like, shit, well, we here now. So fuck it.
Fuck it. No, yeah, it can definitely just happen shit. Sometimes you, like if I'm in I'm not on it in the sense of, no, I got to get back to the crib. Like it's not that serious.
No, I ain't look at it like it was that serious either. Like I was just letting shit flow. Like in my head, I'm like, all right, she probably finna go in the crib. I walk her ass home. I'm finna go to the crib. I ain't nowhere but across the street, no way. And then she just started, you know what I'm saying, walking in the door and we went, oh, you can come upstairs. All right. I ain't finna say no. Like, no, I'm gonna just hit your ass tomorrow and shit. Now, if I'm on some making her chase me type shit, then yeah, I'll probably hit her with that shit. Like, nah, you know, I got work in the morning. I'm gonna just call you and shit. Hit her ass 3 days later type shit.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just, I guess I just say it in the sense of like, it's not that serious, but I just don't find myself in a scenario where I'm at her crib. Unless we like at a spot that's by her crib and she like, let's just go back to my crib.
Well, in a way, that's what it was.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's that, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it's funny because like just how we ended up at her crib and I ended up there all night, we could have easily ended up at my crib and been the same scenario and shit. Because we both right across the street from the bowling alley and therefore across the street from each other and shit. So right there for it's a layup either way.
And matter of fact, that's like how I described it. That's the last time I can remember me spending the night at the chick that I can remember spending the night at the chick house. We was out getting some drinks and shit. She was with her friend. We just slid back to her crib and shit, and I just spent the night.
Be like that. I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know how I feel about letting bitches spend the night at my crib though just yet. Just because I'm new to having a crib, so I'm looking at it like shit. You finna get in and get out type shit. Cause one little bitch I had pull up, like we was just talking and shit. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Shit, watching this movie." She's like, "What you watching?" I'm like, "Pull up and see." Her eyes pulled up to the crib. By the time she got there, movie going off. I turned on Book of Clarence and shit. I'm like, "You seen this?" She ain't even know what it was. I'm like, "Oh, this that shit right here. It's my favorite movie." Made it 10 minutes. She was on her knees. So it's like, once she finished that shit, her ass right got the fuck out. Got work in the morning. So it's like, oh, that's been a nice shit. Yeah, nah, not yet, at least.
Yeah, cause shit, I admire the caution you got. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, me at that point, I was doing all the goofy shit, letting the bitch spend the night and shit. But I remember even early on, and this is not something that I did, but literally like a handful of times. But early on when I got the crib, I had this chick just like, I worked third shift. It didn't make sense for her to come over. Like, but she came over late and I was just like spending the night, but I knew I had to work. And she knew too, but it was just on some, okay, I'm finna hit now. Get off work and hit. But when you really think about that, that's dumb. She finna just be over here by herself for like 8 hours.
I was sure thinking, like, so she spent the night without supervision?
But that's just me, like, yo, dumbass be happy getting a crib and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then the chick, especially we in the age of our early 20s, she gonna come because it's just you in a motherfucking crib. It make you feel like you closer in a sense, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Got that
however
freedom.
You be thinking when you younger, but
look at it like they got that freedom. You ain't got no moms who just gonna bust through the door or just yell your name mid-combo or something like
just
that.
Nobody in general in that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? But even for, in the sense of them coming over there, you know what I'm saying? But like I did shit like that. I used to say little shit, you finna get in the shower, you could have been doing that over here and shit. Like,
yeah, because you can say that shit now. You can really get that shit off now.
Just inviting the company, then be wanting to get a motherfucker out.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I looked at that shit too. And I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that shit for a little, I mean, just looking at it like that, I would say. Looking at it like shit, I'm trying to have the hoes come through. But it's like, me just going to old girl crib and staying the night, it's like really nothing changed. Like,
yeah.
Bitches still ain't gotta come to the crib. They probably ain't even gotta know about the crib. Cause I can still just go to their spot or just pull up on them or we meet up somewhere and then shit get done. Like how I've been getting done for the longest I've been getting my shit off. But
yeah, no,
me, I just look at it like shit. I'm at the point now. I'm tired of hitting bitches in the car type shit. Like that shit dead.
He having them that's them cartels.
Yeah, like that.
Shit, I remember
cool
them
on
cartels,
that shit.
them pull ups.
Yeah, I'm cool on that shit right now. And then I ain't just want to have too many hoes in and out of mom's crib. Like I have like a couple hoes, but them would be hoes I look at away like, oh yeah, she can come through. Yeah. Cause bitches be delusional. I ain't trying to have them type hoes just pull up and then, you know, you cut their ass off and she pulling up anyway on a random Tuesday night and shit. Like, what the fuck is you doing? So I'm like, nah, I'm cool on that shit. And even just having my own crib, I still walk in the crib with that mentality of like, I gotta look at you away for you to know the address type shit.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm just on that type shit. Just because now I ain't gotta worry about moms being here.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I also done had them, you had them good experiences too, where it's like, I feel like once we get at, like, if it's a chick who I enjoy her company, like you had them. Sometimes you had just ones that you enjoy their company.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if they done made it to the point of being in your crib and y'all spending time and you feel that way, that give you a chance to be a little closer to them as opposed to y'all out somewhere getting drinks and shit. Then maybe y'all get a room or something out of town or something. Like, that's cool too, but your home where you usually are, you know what I'm saying? Once you done invited somebody to that space and you like them and fuck with them on top of that, it do give you like a closer sense, like you get a little closer to that person.
Yeah, because
you get a chance to now dig in and see, like, you know what I'm saying, get to know them and shit like that. So it's good they can come out of that shit for sure.
Yeah, because you can it's your crib, so you already as comfortable as you can be. Yeah. And then if she already a vibe type shit, she come in, you make her comfortable. Now she is comfortable as she can be. Where like you all out at a spot, you probably, you know, checking the scenarios and you might see somebody you know, but like it ain't none of that environment shit going on. It's just you, her, and the vibe you got going on, like a movie or some shit like that, or y'all just playing the game or anything type shit. It's like real comfortable. So it gives like a real intimate one-on-one vibe for however long she's there. Because if she a vibe, you probably not getting tired of her. At least like in that moment type shit.
Yeah.
Because you already fucking with her, so you just lose track of time and 6 hours and went past.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Oh, for sure. But we still don't trust you, hoes. That nigga Future said ILOVE or chemistry. But we still don't trust you. Ain't gonna lie, I had to grab my ticket for that shit today.
That's what it is, man. Oh, to the show.
Hell yeah. It's
when
funny.
When is it again? September?
August 2nd.
Oh, okay, that bitch coming up then.
For sure. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm at the point now, bro. I'm done waiting on motherfuckers, bro. Like, that shit dead, bro.
You talking about like somebody to go with you?
Yeah. Because like, my nigga Dez had sent me the video. I mean, not video, the picture, like the concert show and shit. I'm like, bad niggas in there. Then we got to talking about it as a group about niggas going and shit. It became like, oh yeah, niggas sliding. So now it's supposed to be 5 of us going. So I'm like, all right, well, shit, I'm trying to get the tickets now. Niggas on some, damn, I got rent due tomorrow. I'm looking like, nigga, I got rent too. What is you talking about? And my rent more, but I ain't even just finna, throw that out in the air. But nigga, I got rent too, shit. Then another nigga like, oh, little bro birthday. And, oh, I got this cruise coming up. And all these excuses everybody hit me with. So I'm just waiting. Then I grabbed my shit today. I'm the only nigga grab my shit. But I'm at the point now where it's like, bro, nigga, y'all niggas going or y'all ain't. I grab my ticket, take a picture of the screenshot of where my seat at, threw that shit in the group chat. You grab it, you grab it. You don't. But I'm going to this motherfucker.
No, I hear you. Like, cause I get where you at with it. It's like, cause see, you still got like a group of friends you probably kick it with often.
Yeah, but like I'm getting out of that shit now because like I ain't waiting on niggas no more to do shit. Like at first you would be on some what's the word? I'm trying to do this. All right, well wait till I get off and no, let's do that shit tomorrow. And then niggas a swindle type shit. So it's like
said niggas a swindle.
So it's like after you have so many of those situations where like you can just see it coming now. Like you can see a nigga answer just by the tone in his voice. Hey, bro, you sliding to the crib later on so we can do that shit? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell you yeah because I don't know just yet. That's a no,
right.
bro.
Right.
That's a no. If you don't tell me yeah right now and I look in your eye and believe you, that's a no, bro. And I'm not finna move on that being a possible yes. I'm finna move on a guaranteed no And then if you show up, you show up. But either way, I was finna do what I was finna do. You just finna have to catch me in motion type shit.
Yeah. But I mean, that just, all that, just me on the outside looking in. It seemed like you just got a lot invested into, like, you not necessarily expecting them to say yes, but it's like you kind of want, like, you want to see, like, what up? I'm running this past you. What you trying to do? Because really, if you didn't have that much invested in it, like, it's just a mention. Like, I'm going to just mention this show because I'm going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's what it is now. That's what it transitioned into now.
But if it's that, then it's nothing that's like, it's not necessarily a sense of like getting out of the group element. Yeah. It's more so just like, you know, I'm going to mention this to motherfuckers, but hey, I want to go. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you get to that point, which is where you at now with it, it's due to the fact that you moving on your own, doing shit anyways. Motherfucker working, paying the bills, doing this, got this business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's in the sense of now at this point, you just got to do things for your enjoyment instead of like the group element. You can run shit past a motherfucker like, hey, this, like, you know what I'm saying? This going on, or I'm going here. And if they say no, it's that them coming along is like icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
But it's still, if you got to a point where y'all a group, it's still something to, even after you get 27 no's, to still run past a motherfucker, because that could start a whole, now it might turn into 30 yeses. Mm-hmm. Like, it might be a whole new, it just wasn't that time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's funny because like, it was like at a point where like, this how the transition went. It's like, all right, I just throw shit out there, motherfuckers do it or don't. But motherfuckers would be on it type shit at a point. Motherfuckers would just be on it, so shit getting done type shit. And then I just started having my own interests outside of like group interests. So I'm just doing that solo. And then it got to a point where I'm sending the group interests, and then niggas hesitating, or niggas is swindling, or niggas just ain't on shit.
He said niggas is swindling. You talk about like a motherfucker said, yeah, I'll go, then they don't hit you or something.
Exactly.
Like, that's, yeah, that's a swindle, but that's
exactly.
It's just funny how you said it. Like, niggas is swindling me.
No bullshit, bro. Look, that's what I mean by swindling, bro. Yeah. I had to call my nigga one day and get on his heels, bro. Really not get on his heels, but let him know what it is. So look, I called this nigga. He said he was finna pull up. For what, I don't remember, but the nigga said he was gonna pull up that day. I'm like, I bet. And the nigga didn't show up. So I'm like, I called him the next day, like, damn, cuz like, niggas gonna lie to me like that, bro? What's the word? Like, he like, oh, well, this happened. I'm like, I hear all that, but I really don't care, cuz you could have just called and said that shit, bro. He like, oh, but I'm gonna slide over. I'm gonna slide today though. He said, well, I ain't got shit going today. I'm like, I was finna have this little bitch pull up though. He said, no, bro, I'm gonna slide through for real this time. I'm like, all right, bro, I hear you. I got you. Bro, like around 7, 8 o'clock, 7:30 or something, I realized, like, bro, this nigga not pulling up. So I hit old girl anyway and shit. Have her slide through and shit. Then the next day I called this nigga. I'm like, hey, bro, you know your word don't hold no value with me no more, right? That nigga was on some, what you mean? I'm like, fam, you sent me off 2 days in a row. The exact same way. Your word don't mean shit to me no more, bro. So I'm at the point where him is like, it don't even matter what you tell me, bro. You just gonna have to show up type shit. And one of my other niggas was like, yeah, man, this nigga KB trying to run off and lead niggas, but we gonna hold on to the back of his jacket while he running and shit. And it made me laugh because like the shit funny. It's true. Like, I'm at the point where, hey, do it or don't. Like, this shit I'm thinking about is getting done because like I'm impatient with shit. Like, if I get an idea about Poetic Lou, I'm trying to get that shit off. Like, today, if I had the shades, I would have been trying to get that shit off. If I get the urge for a beat, I'm finna call you and try and get that shit off. If I got an idea for a design, I'm finna draw that shit out and then that shit going on the wall so I can get that shit off. But like all this waiting shit, like, I ain't with that shit. So hesitating and swindling shit, I ain't with that shit. So now I'm just looking at it a little different now. Yeah. Just learning from my experiences basically and shit.
Man, listen, I feel like I hear you because I get exactly where you coming from. I understand the frustration. know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was a frustration.
No,
now
I
it's
know,
more
not
so
now.
on some.
I'm just saying in the moment, like the frustration of somebody saying they finna do something and then they don't do it. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like some of the coldest shit I seen a motherfucker say. Nigga said, "Don't take it personal. Take note of it and take care of it." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it.
For
Type
sure.
shit. But like that don't always mean like, oh, you didn't keep your word. Cause like, bro, it be just a lot of shit be timing. Or some people, they may not know like how to turn a motherfucker down. Like it be so many elements to where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? With me in general, if I'm just speaking from my, you know what I'm saying, my own point of view, I just look at it like I know this shit ain't just like what nigga said, one-on-one baseball. Me against the world. Like it's not that. Yeah. Like everybody is their own person. Like I'm not the only person here. So if I run an idea past a motherfucker, I can see some shit like, bro, I see what type of fun we finna have with this, or I see this. Like that don't mean they finna see it or have the same enthusiasm.
Right.
And then like you mix that with not knowing how to just flat out say no. You mix that in with just like on the fence with it anyways. Like it's so many elements to where it ain't even nothing to take personal.
Right.
Whenever they can, if they still close around you, then they may just have a spark one day where it's like, dog, I'm on that shit and I'm coming with this too. Like you just never know with that shit because
I'm just not waiting around for that to, take place.
No,
that's why I'm saying like I'm doing what I'm doing, and if niggas own that, they gonna show up and they gonna be a part of it. But if not, this shit is still gonna happen, bro. Like nothing is gonna change with me more so. Cause I ain't gonna lie, used to be a point where the niggas would not be on shit wouldn't get done. So it's like, damn, I could have did something else or something, or damn, I could have just did that shit anyway. And I'm sitting waiting on niggas and niggas ain't on shit. So it's like a couple of those instances. Nah, I'm just on some, man, fuck that shit. So this shit getting done. This what I'm on. You joining me or you ain't? I ain't even finna wait for the answer. You just gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here at 6. You either gonna pull up or you ain't. So that's just where I'm at with it right now. And I ain't gonna lie, me just, you know what I mean? Like how you said, everybody on their own timing and shit. Me, I always looked at it like I was on my own time, and just because like shit like that happen. And even just my mindset would be different with the way I look at points of views on shit. Like,
put it like this, right? I'm focused on this shit that I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. If one of my guys that I knew came to me like, dog, I just like, bro, let's get on this flipping house of shit. Like I got this shit going, and let's say they legit, like they got a pipeline to our success in real estate. They got a plan and everything. They want me to come along, but I'm not as enthusiastic because I'm invested in some other shit. Mm-hmm. And it may not be something that they know about. Or something that this is just something that I ended up posting and shit like that. But I'm saying it could be something else that somebody got going on to where it's like, I'm kind of putting everything into this and I don't necessarily know how to tell you I ain't fucking with that shit yet, but like it be a lot of elements.
Now that I understand. Now
but that's the same.
It's not the same as like what my niggas be doing, because I'm the only nigga really invested in something like how I got my brand and shit that I do outside of my job and shit. And then like all my other ideas I just had run across my head. It's like I do a lot of shit, bro. But my other niggas be like stagnant type shit. And I'm really not stagnant type shit. I don't even like that feeling of not doing shit, being in motion with shit. And that's why it's like that little drift off to where, you know what I'm saying?
That's a key word you said, though, emotional, because this is what I was finna say to you. It may not always be what you putting your enthusiasm and focus into. That may not always be like this is what I have going on to present to the world. It may be something just that they dealing with emotionally or from, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be trauma or something that's not allowing them to, you know what I'm saying? Like put full enthusiasm into something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it be a lot of elements. It don't just be like, okay, I don't see that. Okay, I see you working here. You kind of stagnant. You're not on this. Like, what you trying to do? Like, it's not always like. Sometimes they might have another something else that's like, clogging up space for them to be able to invest into some shit.
I feel that.
So it's like, I don't know, it just be so much that with me, I just be looking at shit now like, hey, if I'm doing some shit and then I still know you, I see something I can do with you, and it's still a pipeline there for us to fuck with each other and shit, like, fuck it, I might come up with the shit, I might not. Like,
no, I feel
it's just,
that.
you know what I'm saying? It's going to work itself out. Because if you around while I'm doing the shit, especially if you helping, like, you more likely to be involved in the shit.
I feel that, but you got a point with that shit. I just looked at it like me being on a.
You taking it personal.
Well, yeah, I was at first because I look at it like you gave me your word and then you pull back on that shit. So that's how I look at it from like a principle point of view and shit. But you speaking on it from like a 3D point of view on some, all right, why would he do something like that? Me, I'm not looking at it why he would do something like that. I'm like, this nigga did this and I ain't feeling that shit. You looking at it on some, what's the C? It could be this. It could be anything, really. I just don't know what it is. I wasn't never looking at it from that point of view.
Not even just that. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a motherfucker off, male or female? Like, have you ever lied about anything?
Intentionally?
Just have you lied about anything?
Yeah.
Like, have you sent them off like a chick you ever?
Yeah, but yeah.
So especially if she only knows so much of you.
Right.
This is how she explaining you to somebody. Like, this nigga did. That's all she know of you.
Right.
That especially if
it's her first impression.
If it's not that much to outweigh that, that's how you're looked at.
Right.
So if she was to hear you talk right now, she'll be like, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we all have flashes of that, is what I'm saying.
Flashes,
like, of not keeping your word.
Yeah.
Some people are very, like, they take pride in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But for the most part, with most people I done met, like, it's like you can go through something that causes you not to keep your word, because you might not even be looking at it in that time as keeping your word. Could have told the motherfucker he was going to call him back and then didn't call him back. And that person can be like, you ain't keep your word. Like, they probably was counting on that call. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You just looking at it like, I hit your ass when I hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
type shit.
It's really perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure it is. And it's funny because, like, this remind me of that communication class I had in college and shit. And she was just basically saying, like, how miscommunication be so, be a leading cause of combos and shit, but you would never look at it as miscommunication. Like, oh, we could be talking about loyalty and your definition of loyalty and my definition is different, but we never actually told each other our definitions of loyalty. So when you do something that I look at as unloyal, you looking at it like, nigga, that's just life. Or if I do something that I look at loyal, you just looking at that shit like, nigga, that's just life. Like, shit like that. And so I see where you getting that type of shit.
That shit, you know, it is what it is and shit. Man.
For sure.
I don't know.
But no, I just look at it though like shit. Niggas just be on their own time, and I know I'm on my own time. And my nigga Ronnie and shit, like, he don't even come around no more. I ain't gonna lie, my other niggas was taking it personal and shit. Me, I just looked at it like, shit, he on his own time, and like, I don't know what he doing, why he don't come around no more, but nigga just on his own time, and nigga got something that he doing on his own time that when he ain't around us, and either we can't be a part of it or we ain't supposed to be a part of it, or, you know what I'm saying? But to me, I just look at it like he on his own time now. And so that's how I'm looking at me now. Like, I'm on my own time to where I'm not waiting on niggas, bro. I throw it out in the air. If you want to, you can. It's out there for you.
But that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, see, I'm the nigga, I play one-on-one baseball.
That's crazy.
But I'm not taking it personal, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna play this since y'all niggas ain't trying to run 5 or however many motherfuckers be out there. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at it more so just like, shit, I feel like playing baseball. Motherfuckers ain't playing. All right, bet I'm finna go over here one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Pitch it to myself, go hit that motherfucker, go catch the ball, all that. Like, just one-on-one. Mm-hmm. But if niggas pull up, shit, fuck it. Let's get, okay, us 5, y'all 5. That's how I look at it. Like, it's just, if I want to get the shit cracking, it don't require you been to the movie solo?
Nah.
So you ain't even been to the movie solo, G.
Nah. I remember the first time you said you went to the movies. I ain't gonna lie, this was like a couple years ago. You like, man, I'm so comfortable with myself. I go to the movie solo. And I ain't gonna lie, I looked at that shit like, bro, that was crazy. Like, niggas going to the movie solo with nobody with them. Really, I never heard of no shit like that before. And then me being, you know, this probably like 5 years ago. So I'm 23 now. I'm 18. Just hearing like niggas in the movie solo, bro. Like that's not even crossing my mindset. And you look at that shit like, nigga, I do that shit. I didn't want to see 18 movie solo. Like it's just a whole different view and shit. But like I said, there's different angles on the diamond and all. And like, I'm just, you know what I mean? Just rotating the diamond type shit. Just finding more perspectives on shit.
I mean, to me, it just come from, I think, like, I done been on a lot of different types of dates. Mm-hmm. So the movies was a date for like damn near when I barely had a car. Like I'm trying to get shit off in the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Cause we both fucking 15 and 16. Like that's when the movies was a efficient date. Right. By the time I got a car, it's like, fuck watching a movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or we can watch an old movie and I'll pull up on you in the car or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, because that's what movies is, a date type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like, if it's a movie me and Pops want to go see, because we got a similar interest on movies and shit. So if it's a movie that we want to go see, we finna go see something. Other than that, I'm damn near solo. Like, in the recent years, it's not really, like, I think the last movie I went to go see with a chick was Get Out.
That shit was like 2017.
That shit was long ass fucking time ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, since then, I ain't even been to the movies too many times. Like, I remember I went to go see White Boy Rick. I went to go see Revenant whenever that shit came out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it got to be something that I just wanted to go see. Mm-hmm. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just run that past a woman that I'm fucking with at the time. Like, hey, you want to go see this? Mm-hmm. I get that that's what people do. But I'm a nigga that can go in that bitch solo. Because when you think about it, if I go with the chick, we finna just be in there solo, basically. She just sitting next to me.
To me,
all that trying to grab titties and all that shit. I'm not doing that shit in the movies. I'm not at this age. I'm not. Oh, yeah. I don't like. Yeah,
maybe, you at that age now.
Maybe I'm bullshitting. I don't know.
No, you just mature at that age. Me, I'm still on the.
Even at that age, I wasn't on that.
No, I was on that, bro. Like the last bitch I just went to the movies with. We went to go see Bad Boys 4 that just came out a couple of weeks ago. Shawty walked in with the blanket on. Yeah. I'm like, dog, niggas brought the blanket in. She said, yeah, it be cold. And once again, another 10, 20 minutes in the movie, her ass was slobbing me under the blanket and shit. So it's like.
In the movies, y'all niggas. Hey, I know that's just regular activity. I know. Mm-hmm. I'm just lacking on that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm at that age to where this is what I'm on if I'm in the movie theaters with a bitch, though. I'm not even really thinking of watching the whole movie. I ain't gonna lie, I did watch the whole movie. She didn't watch the whole movie, though.
Yeah. No, trust me. What I'm saying is that I was on that type of time, but it stopped by the time I damn near got a car. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because when I was going to the movies with a chick, like I went to go see, like, Colombiana. I'm saying old-ass movies. Colombiana. With this chick. I probably was like 20 by that time, 21, 19 or something. Like I was around that age. Right. And we just watched the movie.
And finished the whole movie.
Yeah. We in the movies. There's motherfuckers in here.
There's motherfuckers in there too with me.
But see, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm only taking that type of risk when I ain't have a car and I have a crib. I'm like, fuck it. I'm trying to get to it. When I'm 15 and 16 and all that type shit, like, yes, I'm all in. Mm-hmm. But especially now, like I'm not. I'll wait till we get to we just was in the whip and I can wait.
See, me in my head, once we leave, I ain't gonna lie, she wanted me to link up with her again that night, but I know in my head I wasn't trying to link with her that night.
He said, I already got what I needed.
No, not like before we made it to the movies, I was just thinking like, I'm not finna link with this bitch later on tonight. She was trying to go out and shit. I'm like, I'm cool on that shit. Yeah. And then she wanted to go to the movies anyway. So I'm like, fuck it, we can go. And then we go. I get what I need about her and shit. And then now I really ain't finna link with you tonight and shit. Like I already didn't want to, but
shit, you done drained me.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't got no energy now at this point, so.
No, I feel you. Like, no, I get it, bro. I understand it. It's just that.
I ain't gonna lie though. It's funny though, nigga. The bitch before her I went to the movies with, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to walk out and leave on that bitch. Leave her ass in the movie theater solo.
Why?
Cause, bro, like she was just, I ain't really fuck with her vibe type shit. And I peeped that shit in the movie. And I'm just sitting there thinking.
She was
like,
talking loud in the movie and shit?
No. Nah, she wasn't doing like no wild shit. It's just, I just realized in the movie, like, I'm cool on this bitch.
What she, like, what can you do in a movie? What she was doing, bro?
I mean, she ain't like.
That bitch was musty. He said, I ain't feel that bitch vibe. That bitch vibe was off. I smelt it.
No,
smelt it before I seen it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was just like her mindset type shit. Like, this bitch was like acting too much like a nigga.
Bitch mindset in the movies, bro. What is
no, to me, like the bitch was just acting too much like a nigga. It's like the bitch thinks she the nigga and shit. Like she acting like she supposed to be my role or something. Like, and I'm just looking at this bitch like, bro, who the fuck this bitch think she is, bro? Like,
oh, I'm saying what she do.
What she do exactly?
Because you said she acted like a nigga, but I'm just thinking of a trip to the movies with a woman. How are you picking that up?
No, I mean, like, it was like when I, like the first time I linked with her and shit, I peeped it. I'm like, what's going on with this bitch? But I don't know what it is with her, but she's just a little different than the normal bitch I used to and shit.
She had her feet kicked up on the other seat?
Nah, it's just, it was a me thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, your ass was tripping.
Yeah, it was a me thing, and I just wasn't fucking with her no more.
Went to go see a scary movie and you jumped in that bitch lap.
That was crazy.
He said she was acting too much like a man. She should have dropped me. This nigga ain't fair. That nigga ain't fair, folks. Like, but
yeah, like I just wasn't feeling her. I just wasn't feeling her and shit. Really, I just wasn't feeling a bitch. And I was just on some I'm finna leave type shit. Like, I'm out of here. I didn't, but I was just thinking like I should just walk out on this bitch. No bullshit,
bro. What did she do, bro? What she do? Like, what make you feel like I'm finna leave this motherfucker here? She said, bitch ass nigga. I said popcorn, nigga.
Nah.
I know motherfucking chip. Like, you brought her some chips?
Nah.
What happened, folks?
I ain't buy her ass shit.
Nigga got her a small popcorn.
I want to say she paid too, cause I ended up pulling up late as a bitch. So she just had the tickets waiting on me and shit. So,
all right, bro. Nigga ain't saying what she did and shit. Went to go see X. What's a scary movie? What's that shit?
It's funny. I think it was that movie though. I can think about it. X. That movie was trash though. That movie was weak than a bitch though.
What?
X. I think that's what it is. It was like, I think that was X, bro. Like a nigga was just torturing motherfuckers in the movie. I'm thinking it's supposed to be like a scary movie and shit. That motherfucker was not scary, bro. That movie was trash, bro. That nigga put a motherfucker in that chair. Hey, cut your leg off or this motherfucker finna chop your head off and you got 3 minutes.
Saw type shit?
It could have been Saw, but I don't remember exactly the name, but it was in that range of one of them movies. So. I'm sitting there like, this movie trash.
I don't know, man. It's hard to like, I ain't seen no new movie. Maybe it's just me. I ain't up on shit. I think like shows pretty much get motherfuckers' attention span for the most part when it comes to watching something. Because I don't remember a movie that like really moved motherfuckers like that recently. To where motherfuckers was like, dawg, that shit was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to kind of, niggas see so much content all day. Fuck you finna do to shock motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie, the last movie I seen I fucked with heavy was the Book of Clarence that came out in January. And I ain't gonna lie, that movie was hard to me. Like,
yeah, I
done watched that movie like 6 times, then or more. Really.
Yeah.
Like that movie, I fuck with that movie. And it ain't even like no action movie or nothing like that. Like, there's no action in the movie for real.
Yeah.
It's all dialogue, really like a drama type shit. But I fuck with it though.
You know what? Now that you say that, like, I think that it's a lot of that too. It's just more available, so you got to kind of go sit, like, you know, sort through it and see what you like. Because I was more so just talking about like clear cut, like this is a
classic.
like, whoa, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like The Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Ocean's 11, some shit like that. Somewhat. Like just those types of movies, like timestamps and shit, Scarface. Like, I don't think it's nothing that you can really like put it like this. Like seeing a celebrity on the movie, like seeing a celebrity pop up, motherfuckers would be like cheering in the movies type shit. Now it's like maybe, but I can't say because I ain't been to too many movies recently and shit. Like, it's not really a shock. You can see a celebrity on a live. You get what I'm saying? Whereas back then, you probably only see Jay-Z live 2-3 times a year. He might come on 106 in Park. He might come on. If you ain't go see him at a show, you just seeing videos.
And you flocking to it.
If you see him in a movie, it's a big deal at that point. Whereas like now, seeing him, it's not really, even though you don't see him that much now, it wouldn't be that, well, it might be a big deal now because you don't see him that much.
See, back then it was more so on some shit like you get the product, you know what I'm saying? You don't get me. Me and the product is different. Like if I'm a rapper, you get that rap album, videos, and that one interview for the year. And then you don't see me no more. Now motherfuckers gotta get seen in order to even get that album out and get your soul type shit. Motherfucker gotta go be on 12 interview stations in the next 3 months and shit.
In the next 3 months.
Just so you can get this album off. It's like now motherfuckers see you too much low key. Now they want to see your personality. Now we see your personality. Now we want to see how you is with your guys. We seeing you with your guys. Now we want to see you with your girl. Now you want to see you with your kids. And I just want to see just you on Casanan shit now. Like it's all that element that come with shit now. Motherfuckers just is too accessible and shit.
Hell yeah.
Me, I don't really care for all that shit. Like I'm cool on that shit. I look at it like shit. Just take the clothes and keep it pushing. Like I ain't even want to be the nigga in the
take
picture.
The clothes and keep it pushing. He sound bogus.
To me, that don't sound bogus.
And keep it pushing.
Think about it, bro. Name the owner of fucking.
You ain't gonna see me.
Name the owner of Gucci, bro.
I hear you. No, I get what you're saying.
Like that's how bro looking at it. Like nigga, take these clothes and keep it pushing.
But it don't take away from the fact that you still disconnect, because it's all gonna come back down. Whether or not, I feel like once you done put some shit out public, especially if it's successful, it's gonna come back to who are you. Motherfuckers still gonna find out who you are, because everything you do, it's gonna be no escaping it, bro. If you become
you got a point. You got a point, because a nigga I was working with was saying like, bro, when motherfuckers invest in your business, bro, they not investing in your business because of the good ideas you got or this or that. I said, nigga, it's you. And when he said it, I was debating them type shit on that topic. Like, nigga, nah, it ain't. Cause nigga, if I got this that can do this, nigga, you looking at this like, nigga, can this work? Do it bring profit? Oh yeah, I'm investing in that and let's get this all over the world. You're not really looking at it like, what does this nigga really think about God? Like, he ain't looking at that type shit, bro, until that shit come out after the fact. And it's like, whoa, this nigga said what? Yeah, I ain't fucking with dog guys no more. So it's like, I see what you're saying, cause dude was saying that same shit and I have to just think on it, you know what I mean, a little while after the fact. Yeah. So we're like, oh, he might do have a point though.
Cause I mean, like, the reality, it's a lot of people that have clothes. Mm-hmm. And then different messages, different concepts, motherfuckers from different parts of the world. Mm-hmm. But it's only one you though.
Facts.
So like, a motherfucker might just, even if they ain't looking to buy no clothes, like, oh, I fuck with this motherfucker. Oh, you got some little clothes and shit. All right, little t-shirt, let me grab this little. Like, it just, it come from who you is. You know what I'm saying? Even if you is like out of the spotlight type shit, motherfuckers might fuck with that. So it's still gonna, either way, like, it's gonna come from like,
yeah, it's like a Kendrick and Kanye and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't see like, Kendrick too often and shit. But Kanye, this nigga all over. And I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Kanye as the person, so I see what you getting that type shit. To where this nigga doing this with the music. Oh, let me type in. Doing this with the clothes. Let me type in. He got shoes. Let me type in. This nigga producing Pusha T shit. Oh, let me go type in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just cause it's Kanye, it attracts you type shit. And that works for Kanye. And then you got Kendrick, who just low as a bitch.
Yeah.
So whenever he do pop out, motherfuckers just flock to him type shit. Like, it's a thing. Like, damn, we ain't seen this nigga since 2017 or damn 2021. Like, damn, this nigga finally popped back outside again. But I don't know. I don't really care for all the glitz and glamour of that shit. Like, so I don't really care to even look for it or portray it type shit. I just look at it like I'm just trying to do the clothes, get my shit out. When that shit work, do this board game, get that shit out. When that shit work, this TV show, do that, get this shit out. Like, I don't really look at it like, oh, motherfuckers finna be lining up trying to get my interviews and motherfuckers want me to pull up here for the fashion week, and I ain't looking at none of that shit, bro. I'm trying to get in this shit, get paid, bro. Like, get my ideas out. First off, get my creativity out, and then make a living off of that. All that other shit, I ain't really looking for it, but it might come with it just because of what I'm doing type shit. Motherfuckers sell 1 million shirts. I mean, make $1 million off shirts out of Milwaukee. Motherfuckers probably gonna want to know who that nigga is. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I can see it being something like that. Especially if niggas know that, no, this nigga taking over the city. Who the fuck is dude? There's gonna be a demand to find out me. Now I'm getting interview requests and shit like that.
I mean, you know what it is. It's kind of inevitable in a sense.
Yeah.
To where it's like, yeah, you can be like not really trying to be, like you say, interviewed or in the limelight. Like, I get what you're saying with not looking for it. Because I'm not a one to be in front of the camera type motherfucker myself. But at the end of the day, that come hand in hand with the success of your product is being like, who is the, like, where is it coming from type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it is a way like that doesn't go with everything. You can have some shit where you don't know who's associated to this. Mm-hmm. Like, you can have like a liquor or whatever. But I'm saying if it comes to
like 1942, I don't know who the fuck associated with that.
Yeah. And like with like clothes, you can just have models to where, yeah, motherfuckers not gonna know. But at a certain point, obviously, yeah, you're going to be attached to it and shit like that. But like you say, you're going to be in demand to where people going to want to just at the least see if it's like, oh, okay, it's this brand that came out of Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's the motherfucker that own it type shit. Like, yeah, it's going to be in demand. That's going to kind of like go hand in hand with just the success of it. And if you are popping up and shit like that, that's only going to add to, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is you're trying to do. Because if you're selling a product, especially something you can ship out to people, like, the more eyes, the more it benefits what you're doing.
For sure. It's widening the audience. And it's funny because I see where you're getting at, where like it's a you thing, because even with me, bro, doing research on motherfuckers with clothes, like Rhude, I'm like, where the fuck who the fuck started this shit? I fuck with this shit. And now I'm doing research on Rhude to find out it's an Asian nigga named Rhude. The nigga,
Mario and Luigi.
Man, that shit was funny though. But the nigga said a quote that I fucked with, bro. He was like, so how do you describe Rhude, the brand? He was like, Rhude is the clothes I would buy back when I would have no money. And I understood that shit. And I'm like, oh, I fuck with that. Just because like I fuck with the designs already, the creative aspect of it, whether he's the creative director or just paying somebody to do that shit. But just the fact he said that statement, I understood that statement. Because I'm doing my own clothes now and shit.
Now, where he say that statement at?
I just read that shit. Like, I ain't see him say that shit in the interview or nothing, but I read that shit somewhere when I was doing research on him. I can't really, you know what I mean, cite the source. But I remembered that shit from my research purposes. Because I be doing research on motherfuckers and shit. Like, I be doing my homework and shit every now and then. Like, earlier today, I was watching some Prince interviews. That's the next research project on my list and shit.
You said Prince?
Yeah. I ain't gonna
Your ass make some butt out joggies. I'm done with you.
That's crazy. Nah, I ain't no.
Throwing him to the wolves. That nigga make butt out joggies. Can't fuck with him no more. I'm saying you doing research.
Oh shit, remember that shit on the Boondocks? Gangsta Delicious had the long T with the ass out?
Secret compartment shirt.
He said the hole is right there. So if you got to get to your burner, he said that extra 0.4 seconds of lifting the shirt could save your life. Fuck out of here.
The fuck out of here.
But but yeah, I was just doing research on him because I seen it's a well known thing how he ain't fuck with the music industry and shit, like the record label. And I'm just looking at it like, bro, why the fuck this nigga changed his name?
No, he knew his business.
He knew his business, bro. And I'm fucking with that aspect to where now it's leading me down this research rabbit hole as to Prince.
I already know it.
So now I'm listening to When Doves Cry and shit now, the Purple Rain album now and shit. I might type in with the movie, even though you said it was a pause, but I'm just looking like, bro, niggas looked at Prince like he was that nigga. So I gotta go see why motherfuckers looked at him like he was that nigga. Cause there's something there. Motherfuckers ain't just claiming he that nigga for no reason.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's like, I'm doing my research on that. He talking about record labels and all these shady ass deals. And this nigga 20, 30 years ago, this before I'm even born. And niggas out here getting bad deals still. You know what I mean? Big Sean talking about Kanye put him in a bad deal. Like, Prince been told you about that shit, bro. If you in the music industry, you should have been doing research on Prince. I'm not even in music and I'm doing research on Prince. But all that shit he was talking about can apply to more than just music, though. Like, if I was to just say, I want to be a creative director rather than businessman. I want to make sure that these designs I'm getting, I'm not just getting paid on a salary basis or hourly basis. No, it's my design that I'm bringing to the company that y'all had no part of. Y'all get a percentage of this shit, and it's going under y'all name. So, yeah, we can rock out like that. Yeah. Like how he coming to them with music, and nigga, I'm playing every instrument. I'm the band. I'm singing the vocals. I'm the artist. I'm producing it myself. This nigga Prince was doing everything for his album, bro, and was getting paid the least off the album.
Yeah, no, like.
To the point where they told this nigga, we own the name Prince. Now he got to turn this up to a symbol and shit. So now I got to just go, retrace some steps, do my history research on that. Because I already did Michael Jackson research. Mm-hmm. And I was saying, like, damn, Michael Jackson was that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm like, damn, this nigga was getting record-breaking profit levels, like profit margins on the album sale. Mm-hmm. Then it led to the best-selling albums all the time. Then it led to 60 million on one song he donated to charity, and the record labels don't like that because they not getting a piece of that no more. Now they looking at him like, we need that. Now he buying masters and other niggas.
I was finna say that's off the masters from the Beatles that he got.
And that's what I'm saying. He get the Beatles masters. His nigga Paul McCartney that he was cool with stayed at his house and all, bro. Mm-hmm. Once he got them masters and didn't want to sell them to Paul, their relationship straight. All because Paul didn't even want to buy the masters from the nigga who was selling them. And then when he didn't want to buy them, Mike bought them. Now he don't want Mike to have them because that's his nigga, and he look at it like, nigga, you should give me those. Fuck out of here, nigga. You had a chance to buy them. Now they shit straight, and music industry's realizing this nigga too powerful. We can't control them. He fucking up our money and shit. We want them masters from the Beatles. He got them getting paid off of them. No, fuck that. So it's like,
yeah, it sounds like you done did some digging into that type shit.
Yeah, nigga, I was doing research, nigga, on Stax Productions. Yeah. You ever heard of Stax Productions?
Who?
Stax Records or something like that. Stax
Records. Yeah. Who is that? That's one of his labels?
It ain't got nothing to do with Mike. It was just a record label that was back in the day that had shit like where I got my name from, basically, Poverty's Paradise. It was a group called 24 Karat Black. Okay. And they was a band back in the 70s and shit. And they was under this label called Stax Records. And with Isaac Hayes and them and shit, like all these motherfuckers going through that shit. And these niggas signed a shady ass deal with, like me and you. I come to you, you the head of the record label. I'm the head of my shit over here. And we come to a deal like, hey, we finna do this music. Yeah. We gonna record 3 albums and shit. Just to find out that your lawyer that you told write the contract up, put some shady shit in there to saying anything we record in here and release, all going to you, the label. And I'm getting shit, basically.
Type shit.
And I'm reading that shit. Backdooring, but it ain't like the owner, like the nigga he shook hands with did it. It's the lawyer that wrote that shit up, and neither one of them read the contract. That's me coming to you saying, hey, bro, I'm trying to work with, Soft Pound and shit. Oh, I'm finna have my lawyer hook that shit up. All right, bet, let's get it. And then me and you never read that shit until a point where I'm trying to do business and the label trying to lowball me. Well, then get my masters back. Get my shit back. Nigga, we own that. Everything that was released, we own that. All that unreleased shit, y'all can hide that. And so, like, I'm reading all that shit, and I'm like, damn, doing research on that shit. So I just been doing research on shit, just on business and shit, basically.
Yeah,
like,
because
it ain't even about like specific genres or shit or people type shit. Just research on business and shit.
yeah, because it all repeat itself just in different ways. Because
For sure.
now, yeah, you may not have a setup where it's like record label and then go through this process. That one, as far as like acquiring like the format is different because somebody that's, recording in their crib has the access to, you know what I'm saying, all these different platforms and shit, just like a recording artist. They got more resources, of course, and then they have, back like a label, if they sign to a label that's going to back them in, put them out there and do all of that for sure. Yeah. But I'm saying in the sense of being able to, like a studio you can put at the crib now. Whereas
like what we got now.
You know what I'm saying? In the 90s and shit like that, you paying for studio time. You got to pay to get it played somewhere. Whereas now you could throw that shit on a YouTube page or throw that shit up, you know what I'm saying, on all these channels. So it's like, it's always going to be people trying to like fuck people over in deals and shit like that. And it's going to be people that like outsmarted, you know what I'm saying, and do those types of things. It's just in different ways. Like now, I remember, let's say, the 2010s, like around that. Motherfucker got an album coming out, they damn near finna do Breakfast Club, then, probably Hot 97, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
Funk Flex freestyle.
Funk Flex, Sway, you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna do that circuit. That they still do that now because you want to still test all these markets, but now you add in podcasts, like you got Bad Boys 4 just came out.
It was on Mellow Podcast.
Mellow Podcast. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they did All the Smoke, but I want to say they did another
Will Smith
one.
Did All the Smoke. I'm not sure if both of them.
Yeah, no, he did one a minute ago though. But I'm saying they did something else that I seen too, but it's just like, it's like now that's a whole new market to tap into.
Oh, Earn Your Leisure. I want to say it was them niggas.
Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah,
they did that, but yep. So they did that too. But I'm thinking it's another one that I seen too, besides just the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. That might have been it though. But I just say that to say like it's a whole new market to tap in now on top of the radio circuit and all that. So it's just like when it comes to the podcast, and it's gonna be people that get deals and 10, 15 years, we're going to hear about the shit like they fucked us over in regards to this because we didn't know we were signing this away. Some shit we don't even know about right now. Exactly. Like we might seem smart like in regards to, you know what I'm saying, just learning how to license this and properly do this. Like it's people that's going to beat the game. But it may be somebody, I wouldn't be surprised if in 10 or 15 years, if people signed some type of deal podcast wise that they look back on it like, damn, we actually could have had more money by doing this. But it's just, you don't have the benefit of being able to look into the future because a lot of elements can affect a lot of different things that cause shit to come up.
But to me, I just look at it like, bro, it's a mindset thing because once you know, you can't unknow. Like once this nigga Prince realized how shady the contract deal was, he got out that shit. Changed his name to a symbol and, now I ain't in the contract no more because I'm a new nigga now and shit. So he wiggled his way out that shit and then boom, got his own shit, NPR. What that shit was, whatever that shit was called. But he, the last interview I seen, MPG or New Power Generation, MPG, that shit. Yeah. And, he had an interview with a nigga on there and a nigga was saying like, hey, like, so what's the difference between, working at the major label versus with Prince? Prince talking about no contracts. So what's that security, that insurance that y'all have just in case shit go wrong? He like, with contracts, you put that insurance in there and that insurance is basically preceding something to happen type shit. Cause there's some bullshit in there. So he like, that's what that shit is for. But with us, it's all love, nigga. We coming in, we doing this shit, nigga. Ain't no contracts getting exchanged. We ain't looking for money out each other. We doing this and we getting paid. And he was saying at the label, the major label at least, where they can go to all these big ass stores and flood the country with your music worldwide or the country and shit. He like, nigga, 15 cents off this album. If I sell 100,000 copies, label look at that shit like it's a flop. He said, nigga, if I sell this same album now with Prince, nigga, $7 a pop, 100,000 copies. That same 100,000, I just made 700,000. What's a flop? He like, so how do you measure success? Now I want to say we talked about this on the pod, or we was just how you measure creativity and shit.
Yeah, how you measure creativity.
But he was like, so how do you measure success? Because if I'm going to the label and I sell 100,000, they gonna look at this shit like, nigga, you ain't sold shit. You ain't getting no number. Get your numbers up. And I'm only making 15 cents per album. That ain't shit. I ain't even getting paid. But if you tell me I make $7 per album, that same 100,000, I feel good about it now. Same 100,000 sold. I just went from making 15 cents times 100,000, which give me what, 15,000, some shit like that, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you got motherfucking 700,000. That's a fat ass jump, bro. You can sustain life off that 700,000, bro. Same 100,000 copies sold. So all this platinum, gold, all that shit is good. That's that glitz and glamour I was talking about. That shit is good. But if you got them profit margins and you getting shit sold at your pace, you still gonna be good, bro. But to me, bro, the most important thing about business, bro, is marketing, bro. Because they marketing these labels as if these is the ways to get your shit off. Mm-hmm. But if you can sell that same 100,000 to them, that's trash. You finna get dropped and make no money. But if you independent, that same 100,000, you Jay-Z now.
Yeah. Marketing is everything. Like
everything,
just in life in general.
It's everything, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They
like
market America, the greatest country in the world.
I'm saying
now
like,
niggas on boats dying trying to get over here and shit. Like that shit is marketing, bro.
Marketing yourself when you step outside. Like however you dress, you know what I'm saying, and got your hair
on
put
the
together and
time.
shit like that. That's marketing yourself. Mm-hmm. That's how you present yourself to the world.
You walking up on hoes, you marketing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bag some hoes, marketing. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I went to the bowling alley. This was marketing. I walked in there and shit. Two niggas. I tell you this?
No, I don't know.
But it's two niggas in there and shit. One of them at the door checking IDs. And another nigga just happened to walk up and grab my shoes like at that time where I needed them. But I realized neither one of these niggas had on uniforms. So I'm like, bro, y'all niggas ain't gotta wear uniforms? Talking to them separately and shit. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't gotta wear uniforms? They like, hell no, bro. Wear what I want. But one nigga was like, I just wear the hat just so they know I work here and don't think I'm just a customer type shit. That's my distinguishing factor. I'm like, damn, what? So if I was to bring in some shirts for y'all niggas just to wear as y'all work uniform, y'all to wear that shit? Both of them looked at me like, nigga, hell yeah. One nigga that said that the hat shit, like, just make sure it's black. I'm like, bet I could do that. So them same designs in the crib that you seen when you walked in and shit, nigga, make some shit. Ain't I got some glow in the dark ink. So they in the bowling alley where it's dark. Ain't no sunlight getting down there. That shit finna glow all through the way they walk around this motherfucker. And if they really wearing that shit like a uniform, they marketing this logo, this brand name, all the way through this motherfucker on the hot days, like the weekend days, because both of them niggas work the weekends. Mm-hmm. So these prime real estate at a prime location, and it's only two niggas, but it's a start to where motherfuckers, whoever in here, when they see them with that shirt on, they gonna see it. Whether they know what the fuck it is or not. They fucking around, see that shit scrolling on Instagram 3 days later. Like, bro, I seen this shit somewhere. Mm-hmm. Can't think of where, though.
Marketing. Yeah, that's marketing.
Marketing.
And that's a start.
And then it's so funny that one of the niggas, I ain't even give him the shirt check because I ain't got him in the mail yet and shit. That nigga seen me in there come in with old girl. 2 games. Oh, hey, bro, I'm finna plug you 15. Bet. Let's get it. So, like, he even plugging on that just for me throwing the offer out there to him and him recognizing me the next time I come back in there and shit. Yeah. You can't even pay for that.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's just how it's like a bartering system where it's like everything ain't in the sense of like, give me this, I give you this money wise. Like bartering can be like, we exchanging something, this for this.
But I ain't really exchanging nothing for him though.
Well, no, I'm saying
giving it to him.
No, I'm saying, no, I know, but I'm saying like him giving you the deal, you said.
Oh, yeah. But like, I ain't even asked for that though. I ain't even expect them to even do that, bro.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, that's just having that transaction is just an example of that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
But even in the sense of you giving them the shirt, you is getting something in return because you getting the marketing.
Yeah, but I'm getting the marketing plus him plugging me the next time you see me on the price.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I brought that up. But I'm saying, just even if he didn't plug you on the price,
Yeah.
if you giving him the shirt, like, hey, shit, well, y'all can wear these, fuck it.
Yeah.
You giving him a shirt, but he giving you marketing, which may bring you, them wearing them shirts can bring you anywhere from $0 to however many dollars.
Exactly.
Because it's no telling who might see that shit like, damn, tell that motherfucker I want to buy him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what might happen with them just because they wearing them and you wasn't there to wear that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you get in return is kind of priceless. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it.
For sure, because
no
I look at them
amount.
two niggas as they in there working like they extensions of me, bro. Just
That's
because y'all
is.
in this motherfucker every day. Ain't no, bro, y'all probably getting, I don't even know how many customers, but these y'all hottest days. I don't know how many niggas walking in this motherfucker. Niggas walking in groups of 10. Niggas walking in just 2 people, 1 person. You know what I'm saying? 20 people. We finna, matter of fact, no, we finna rent the whole bowling alley out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what it is.
So it's like, ain't no telling how many people walking in and out this motherfucker. So there's no way to measure that. And I just look at it like, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here making shirts anyway at the crib. I'm right across the street. I done been to this bowling alley 4-5 times since I've been over here living at the crib and shit. I'm bringing y'all business just by even staying in the area. So now, you know what I'm saying? Let me try and finesse it to where I'm a businessman. Let me see what I can get out this shit just because I'm staying down here and shit. I look at it like, bro, everything around here, mad chicken. Been a mad chicken 4-5 times since being over there on a late night when ain't shit cooked in the crib. I ain't got no groceries. I'm finna walk across the street, mad chicken.
Mad chicken.
So it's like shit like that, bro. I'm bringing money to the area and I'm looking at it from that point of view anyway. So like, I'm a businessman, bro. I'm a hustler, entrepreneur.
Yeah,
hey, throw this shirt on real quick, bro. I'm finna bring you a couple of them. You say you work 3 days a week. I fucking around drop 3 shirts off on both them niggas, bro. You can wear a different shirt every day or wear this same shirt 3 days this week.
But I'm saying that just go back to, well, I don't even know if we touched on it, but like just creativity, not just being in creating, but also in creating like your money paths.
Yeah.
Your marketing and all that. Cause it's like, ultimately, like I say, you got clothes. So it's a lot of ways you can incorporate your clothes in a sense of like, okay, instead of you having to, like, you can be a need for somebody and in return, they marketing your shirts type shit. You know what I'm saying? And, or hoodie or whatever it is. But it also depends on how you want it to be like, you know what I'm saying? Cause you may just want your shit to be like exclusive on some, no, this ain't some shit you can just acquire just like that. Like it's just in Target.
I'm only making 40 of them.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have, it just all depends. You have to look at it like, how do I want to present it? And then from there, who am I looking to target? And then shit, go in that area and get that shit in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And after that shit, now your shit is, if it get to a point where, you know, well, shit, you already got website and all that type of shit, so it's just getting it in the mix.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I look at it that way too. I be thinking about that shit from time to time. Like, how do I want to be? Like, do I want to be like Beats by Dr. Dre, where I'm selling at this premium price, and motherfuckers look at it, you know, hold it on the standard, on a pedestal, basically, and shit, like how they do Gucci, Louis, Hermes, and them and shit. Or do I want to be like, you know what I'm saying, Shaq was and Nick Cannon? Nigga, I'm finna hit this Walmart market, nigga. I'm finna get my volume numbers up at a lower price, and you could still make $1 million either way. So you want to make $1 million with premium customers to where you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers got that bread, they ain't complaining about pricing. They come to you and they fuck with you, motherfuckers see them in that shit, they got it on, and they hold it to a standard. Or is it motherfuckers that looking at it like, because of the price wise, man, I ain't paying that shit. This nigga want $100 for a t-shirt. Now, if it was 40, then you bring it down to 40, now you're getting way more sales, but it's that lesser profit margins and shit. So I just be thinking from time to time, like, how I want to do this shit, though. But to me, it really ain't no specific way to do this shit because you can still get paid either way it go.
Yeah, you can. And I think it kind of all go back to that, that shit we was talking about earlier in the sense of Like it come back to who you are. It comes back to like who you are. Motherfuckers fucking with it in that sense because I think that trumps either of those paths.
Yeah, that's why with business it come down to you as a person.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if motherfuckers is fucking with you, if that shit $500 a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be motherfuckers that's that 500 ain't nothing. I just fuck with dog. Like you done reach different audiences. You done reach Dubai. Like you done reach to where motherfuckers is spending that type of shit on shit anyways, bro. Like it's it's just all the stories we done heard of motherfuckers spending money recklessly and shit like that. It's motherfuckers living lifestyles where they literally just blowing money type shit.
And to bring it back full circle closer to home, nigga, baby mama's sister had a wedding, bro. And at the wedding, her husband, best man, was a nigga that do clothes. But when he do clothes, he do pieces. Yeah. He do exclusive. I'm finna make this jean jacket, and I'm only making this one jacket, and this motherfucker finna sell for $1,200. So he doing that type shit to where he putting his effort into this one specific piece to get it to this quality level that he feel is his standard, his gold standard and shit. And he can put whatever price on that motherfucker. And now whoever come by is the only nigga walking around in that motherfucker. So now they really finna hold it to a standard on some nigga. You can't even go buy this. You know what I'm saying? If you want this shit, I can get this shit framed and hang it on the wall if I want to. Like it's a real art piece. And like I know the nigga, bro. I met the nigga at the wedding and shit. Like, bro got some shit. And it's just funny because like, damn, that's the way I could play it type shit. Or I could be the Nick Cannon route, Shaq route. Because both of them niggas gonna make it to a B if they didn't already. Just like how Jordan did and shit. And Jordan had this shit at a premium price. And Nike, Foot Locker, and all them stores. And then Shaq, you know, Champs, Walmart, Foot Action, and all them stores and shit. Like Payless and shit. But both of them still got their bread, though. Right. It's just Jordan made his bread solely off of shoes. Shaq made his bread off a piece of shoes, a piece of Papa John's, a piece of this, a piece of that. There's more pieces to the puzzle with Shaq, 500-piece puzzle. While Jordan is, 300 piece, 250. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know yet. I'm still just on the part of getting my creativity out, getting my designs really tangible and shit to where I can see them on shirts and shit. And just taking this shit one step at a time for real, though. Just moving at my pace, really. Because I done tried to move faster. And that shit just, ain't really working. So if I slow all this shit down to where it's one step, two step, right foot, left foot, I'm going to get there regardless because it's forward progress. That's all I look at is forward progress. Mm-hmm. I look at that shit like I'm trying to do something with the brand damn near on a daily basis. Yeah. And last week, I ain't even make no clothes, but I still got shit done because I'm looking for lawyers and talking to lawyers and shit. And I'm buying inventory shit like equipment and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's talking. How you know you fuck with it for real though.
I'm like, talking to motherfuckers in stores like, hey, put this shirt on for me, bro. Just work in it, bro. You ain't even got to wear this as a style. I'm going to sell it like a style. You know what I'm saying? It's crispy. You ever felt Poverty's Paradise fabrics? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm selling it like this shit, like on a stand or on a pedestal and shit, but I'm finna put more workers in this motherfucker too, just because y'all can reach more people than I can at this specific moment. But what you was finna say before I cut you off?
No, I was just finna say, like, I mean, that's part of it. I don't know what I was finna say, but
sound like you said that's how I know. That's how you fuck with it.
Yeah, that's how you know that you fuck with it. It's like when you doing some shit, like how you say, I ain't make no clothes, but I did X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? But just in general, like anytime you doing something, investing time in it, and it's not something that you getting paid from.
Yeah.
Like if it's something that you plan to eventually get paid from type shit and you working and you building it up, doing all of that, like you fuck with it. Because for the most part, we only doing some shit for money. Like you not finna go to a job and they like, okay, we ain't gonna pay you, but you come here 2 to 10, do this shit and help us out. Like ain't nobody doing that shit. Mm-hmm. Nobody's doing that, fam. They have to pay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, if you're doing something for free, you know what I mean? Like,
You really invested. Like
you know,
being a
and
lawyer
it's
intern at a law firm and
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? And it's levels, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because you can lose interest in these types of things can occur, but I'm just saying in the sense of, you know, if you putting time and effort into this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know you fuck with it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's really like the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like how you said, trying to get some money out of it, it's like either one of those paths, as long as like whatever the source of how you getting the money is, as long as you fuck with that, the money gonna come.
For sure. It's funny because me and my nigga Ronnie got into a debate one day and shit. And I was just telling the nigga because, like, I be on my shit, so I just be trying to find whatever it is they interested in, bro, and just get them on some shit, bro. Like, whatever it is, bro. Like, just try and find a way to maximize it, like, really. And I asked my nigga Ronnie one day, I'm like, bro, what's something you would do for free? He like, nigga, I ain't doing nothing for free, nigga. Like, I'm trying to get paid off everything I do. Right. I'm like, bro, that's cap. He like, how? I'm like, fam, we just got done hooping. You did that shit for free. You ain't get paid to go hoop at the park, nigga. You did it for free, bro. I'm like, it's hoopers that made it to the league to where Jason Tatum getting $315 million, bro, over 5 years. When he was at the park hooping for free, bro.
Shit, there's hoopers that ain't getting in the league, getting paid off hooping, doing trick shots on TikTok and shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Basically, it's like, bro, Tatum hooped for free. And then he got to a point to where he made $315 million off hooping, bro. That's something he did for free, something he really wanted to do. And that's how I looked at it with clothes. And I'm trying to see what it is with him and me fishing for that passion to see whatever it is he got to where I could put a battery in his back and shit. That shit led to a debate to where I ain't working for free. I'm like, cuz I've been doing clothes, nigga, this whole time, nigga. I ain't really getting paid off of it to where I can say I'm profitable and I can quit my job. But I'm doing this shit and I'm not getting paid. I'm working for free. And then that shit led to a debate to where my end result was I'm just working on consignment, basically. Then I'm not going to say I'm working for free. I'm just working on consignment. The money going to come on the back end. So if I go to Nordstrom and I drop off 300 clothing products, hoodies, jackets, pants, shirts, you know what I'm saying, socks, underwear and shit like that, they don't pay me at that moment. They pay me when they sell that shit. And then my money come in. That's working on consignment, getting paid on consignment. And that's how I look at it now with my designs and my ideas and shit. Like that board game, I make that shit for free just because I'm in the board games like Monopoly and shit like that. I'm into that shit. So if I make my own board game, I ain't on some pressed trying to get this shit in the Target right today, right now, game store and shit like that. Like that shit gonna come when I get my money right. I'm gonna put my money behind that shit. And then I'm gonna find a way to get in the Target, Walmart, game store, and all these other joints and shit. Online and shit. Come to this website to come by. So it's like,
yeah, I mean,
whatever you doing, bro, whatever you would do for free, just try and find a way you can get paid off of it, bro. If you into music, make some music, bro. Play an instrument, nigga, rap. Nigga, just produce, engineer. You know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever, bro. You into music, just do whatever, bro. You can get paid off of it. Make fucking speakers. You know what I mean? Make the best quality speakers you can, bro.
Like that shit easy.
Like, I just look at it like, bro, whatever you into, bro, find a way to get paid off of it, bro. Because all this shit is a business if you look at it that way. We all consumers. Even Gucci is a consumer. He got to go to the store and buy something. He buying tissue like everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? He drink water like everybody else do. He a consumer at the end of the day, too. It's interest that he got. He might be into golfing. Nigga, if you into golfing, nigga, start your own golf club. Nigga, start your own personal golf clubs. I'm selling these golf clubs, nigga. It's specific to the hand grip, to where you get the right motion, your hands don't get sweaty. You know what I'm saying? All that type shit. Nigga, just find a way to get paid off your interest, bro. You know
I mean, that's a way to look at life. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, like, everybody not built to set it up like that, to where they have a business doing something they enjoy doing.
It's funny that you say that because my nigga Daryl said that shit to me.
You know what I'm saying?
He said this shit. I was talking to him about the same shit, but I don't really exactly remember. But it was on these same lines, and he hit me with the, Man, everybody can't just start their own business like you, because everybody ain't doing that. And I'm looking at it like, nigga, everybody can if they want to, but him saying that shit, it threw me off. And then I just had to realize, like, well, shit, he got a point. Shit, everybody ain't a businessman. Everybody don't want to own a business. Some niggas cool with being creative director of Louis, like Pharrell is. He ain't got to own Louis and get the maximum profit margins and control the accounting and the workers and all that shit. He cool with just being creative director, come in, do his creativity, and go back to the studio, do his own other shit. So I just had to realize that, everybody ain't on the same time when I'm on. Ain't looking through the same lenses I'm looking through. Everybody ain't poetic glue.
Because I mean, like, it's so many, not even just when it comes to, because ultimately this is like what you do for a living and shit like that. But I'm saying ultimately we talking finances. Mm-hmm. And that's a major part of life, like with how this shit is operated right now, but that's still one element. Mm-hmm. Like it's so many elements. It be so many elements with this shit to where it's like you looking through that lens, but it's so many lenses to look through, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, it's somewhere where somebody, they probably way more locked in on some shit you lacking on. Not really, like, we don't even be realizing.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't be the best at everything.
No, I know but that's what I'm saying. It's like to where they just may not, they looking through that other lens right now. You know what I'm saying? They heavy on this type of time right now, to the point where they ain't even able to fathom like starting no business and shit like that. Also be like, cause I remember when I had my little junk removal company and shit, mm-hmm. in one of my buildings that I had a contract in, it was this one white dude and shit. He was like the maintenance dude. We did a little side job and shit. Motherfuckers got paid to we was like doing some shit at this some shit out in Grafton, mm-hmm. little project. I want to say step pops owned like a construction company. Right. And he was basically saying, like, we was having a conversation and he was saying some shit like, I don't know why motherfuckers don't like be on this type of shit. Like just learning how to do this and then just start your own construction company, do this, you can get money. I'm like, dog, do you know it's motherfuckers that don't even really know how to get jobs for real? Or don't even know how to fucking, like, barely in school. Like, it's so many different people. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe we was talking about, like, not necessarily black people, but he had, like, some black friends he was referencing or something. Mm-hmm. And I think it was, like, a conversation he had with them. Right. So I'm just looking at it in the sense of, like, bro, the average black family ain't thinking about starting a fucking construction company. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is trying to graduate high school. That's like a big deal. Like,
that's a milestone.
Graduate high school, that's a milestone. You know what I'm saying? In the average black family, like, not to say it like that, but I'm just saying,
not even just black families, like families.
Families. And I'm just saying in the sense of everybody is not privy to all of these different things that we encounter in life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, just in general.
But like I said about Prince, bro, it's like once you know, you can't unknow. So if I'm sitting there telling my nigga, like, bro, if you into books, bro, start a library. You know what I'm saying? Or start like a classic collection of vintage books or anything to do with books, bro, is all I'm saying, bro. Like, you already doing it, bro. Like, that's how I'm just trying to get it through to their head. Like, bro, if you into sleep, you sleep so much, nigga, you can do some research on pillows, nigga.
Well, yeah.
Mattresses, nigga. Sheets. The best sheets that'll put you to sleep, nigga, 10 minutes max. Mm-hmm. Like, all I'm saying is, bro, whatever you into, bro, it's a way to get paid off of it, bro. You ain't only gotta be a consumer is what I'm trying to drill through niggas' heads, but I'm basically, like I said, I'm done doing shit like
it's
that.
It's some motherfuckers that just want to be consumers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's to them.
To me, I see more from motherfuckers though. But if they don't see it for themselves, then that's where it's starting in.
Right. But like, that's also like, that's perspective though.
Right.
Because however it is that you living, a motherfucker could be like, I see better for you. You could be looking at them like, dog, I'm valid. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm good as far as how I see fit type shit.
Right.
So it's like that too. It's just, that's your perspective because of the lane you've entered into.
Right. And that's why I'm taking a step back on as to like, trying to push motherfuckers in certain directions. I'm just letting motherfuckers do them at their pace and just basically appreciate them for them type shit. Not looking at what you could be doing or what you should be doing type shit. You just doing you. That's what you want. All right, cool.
Yeah. Because I mean, ultimately we all are, you're not finna 100% beat the game if you live in America. It's over with. You're still a consumer.
Everybody is a consumer.
Even once you have a business. Like, if you, the richer you get, the more tax and shit like that you pay. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's really no way around the game because you finna have to pay something in some regard, no matter what level you on. Mm-hmm. If you in the 1%, like the motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, have like wealth and generational wealth and shit like that, it's something that you pay still. Whether it's finances, whether it's just ties to motherfuckers, like it's always a tax for, you know what I'm saying, reaching these different levels. So it's like, even if you do become of the mindset of like, oh, let me learn how to profit off of these things that I'm into. Mm-hmm. The way that at least how I see shit being set up like in the world, even if you do become rich off of doing something like that, it's still things that's going to pretty much make you a consumer and still on the same type of time as everybody else.
Right.
You just have nicer shit maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how I look at it. Cause it's only so much freedom you're going to be able to have. Like you may not work at a job 8 hours and be confined to that schedule and that routine. But if you have a business where it's like you getting paid off of something in 10 to 15 years or some shit, you may not necessarily want to do that, but that's your bread and butter. So now that's kind of like confining you because it's like, damn, I can't really get up out of it. Like you can do whatever. You can probably come up with something else to, you know what I'm saying, get off into or funnel that into type shit. But I'm saying you still kind of end up in this weird situation where it just feel like you still a consumer at the end of the day.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Consumers, bro. That's
just what it is. We live in a country where we taxed.
Facts. And me, I just look at it like life is tailor made anyway. So the shit you go through, bro, is specific to you and your lifestyle and how you moving out here in the world, bro. So like, it's tailor made, bro. It's like a suit, nigga. Everybody ain't finna put this suit on. This motherfucker finna hang off the wrist like how I do on you because it's made specific to your size. So that's how I look at shit. So I'm just gonna work on my tailor-made suit and just keep it pushing. But you said something that I want to touch on, like generational wealth. Let's talk about it. What the fuck is generational wealth, bro? Like, I've been hearing motherfuckers be throwing that shit around for like the last year or two. Generational wealth, generational wealth, generational wealth. Like, let's break that down.
I mean, bro. I don't know what the exact definition is.
Well, what do you think of when you hear it?
And that's what I'm finna tell you. Like, when you tell me yours, I'm gonna look it up. But to me, what I've always thought of it as is enough wealth that's going to last at least the next generation. Like, it's no way that you about to fuck this up because it's too many it's too many ties for income to funnel into this family in this next generation type shit. You know what I'm saying? And not even necessarily like, well, yeah, I'll say the next generation. So whenever this level of motherfuckers had their kids and shit like that, they should be good too. That's how I look at it. Like enough to pass on to them motherfuckers.
So it's enough.
Like money, assets, things like that.
To where you can pass on to your kids.
Right. Like, I don't know it. Like, and that's all mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because you can think 100,000 could be enough. 10,000 could be enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what the circumstances is. But I've always thought of it when we talk about generational wealth, with what wealth is known to be. I've always thought of it like just enough to last another generation to where they should be straight financially and be able to make money moves if they wanted to or duck off whatever the fuck they want to do. So close to the billions.
For sure.
if not billions.
See, me, I never really knew the exact definition of it, but I just hear motherfuckers just got the word in high supply nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Every podcast, radio, every motherfucker who on the screen always talking about generational wealth, generational wealth. And I'm low-key just tired of hearing that shit because what the fuck is generational wealth, bro? Everybody talking about this thing, generational wealth, but not really saying what the fuck it is, bro. Because who's to say that this money you passing down is generational wealth, bro? Like how you said it's so much you can't fuck this up. Nigga, your kids can fuck that up, bro, because they walking into it open-handed, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got a clothing brand that make $10 million a year, bro. And you mean to tell me I ain't got to do nothing, bro? I'm gonna find $10 million worth of shit to spend it on. So it's like you could fuck it up. And me, eventually, I could fuck it up just off one bad business deal on some, I thought this shit was going to work going to Walmart. Motherfuckers looked at my shit like, yeah, niggas and fell off niggas in Walmart. Niggas looking at me like I'm FUBU now. They ain't looking at me like I'm Hermes no more. So it's like shit like that could be like fucking that shit up to where now I'm only passing down $100,000 when I had $100 million potentially to pass down.
No,
but
I agree with that.
To me, basically, like if I was to make my definition of generational wealth, bro, it's whatever you pass down, bro. Because you could pass down game. That could be generational wealth. I could be like Kanye could have been and went through every single phase in the music industry to where he can pass that down to his daughter, bro, where she go look at interviews. She got the one-on-one convos with him. She see what he going through on the day-to-day, got his wife's perspective, Jay-Z's perspective. When I met Kanye, he was just trying to give me some beats. So now this nigga talking about opening contracts for every fucking music label out there in the world. So it's like that range of what you've been through and where you came from could be generational wealth in itself, and you not pass down no money. But motherfuckers just talk about generational wealth as if it's a dollar amount, you know, as if you make $27 million and you cross this threshold type shit. To me, it ain't no threshold to cross. It's a mindset thing to where like I could be a nigga where I can make $100,000 a year, bro, off Poverty's Paradise, bro. You know what I'm saying? That'd be good for me profit wise. I ain't even got to be the Hermes joint, and I'm good still lifestyle wise. I could travel the world whenever I feel like it. I ain't got to be confined to this job I'm working 10 hours a day, at least 10 hours a day, every day, even then getting mandatory and shit like that. Yeah. That's generational wealth to pass down if you look at it that way. But motherfuckers just be throwing shit around, and I really think plenty of motherfuckers don't know what it is, or they just not stating exactly what it is. It might not even be a universal term, but everybody using it universally.
I mean, because see, you can do that too and have what you feel like it means, but I'm going off of the word generational and then the word wealth. So if I'm just looking at it like that, like I can say that to me, wealth is this, but usually it applies to like a financial term. So if I'm thinking generational wealth, to me that means, and then to say not enough, like to enough to where you can't fuck it up, that's a bad way to describe it. But enough money to pass to a generation that makes them now wealthy. So whatever wealthy is considered, you know what I'm saying? Like in today's day and age, money fluctuates so much that it may be a new amount. But I'm saying whatever makes you consider wealthy, which would be a certain amount because it's actual wealth, what you call the motherfuckers in the bank, like wealth management people. So you got to be, it's a certain amount. It's a cap to get to that.
It is a threshold. What
you know what I'm saying? So enough money that you can leave another generation to now make them wealthy type shit. Generational wealth. If I'm just looking at those two words, me personally. Now I can say like how you said, I agree. I don't disagree with that. Like you said, Kanye been through all these phases or some shit like that. The game in itself is priceless because it's no telling what you can do with that. Yeah. So you can say that that's what it means to you. But I'm saying, if I'm just looking at the actual definition, or like what it actually means, like those two words, if I'm taking that, like what the Kanye example, I would just call that something else.
What would you call that?
Or I can say like, to me, this is what it means, like how you said. But like what you asking me, what you asked me, like what do it mean? That's just, if I'm looking at them two words, that's what it means to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I do think that.
All right, look, this
things that you say is worth more though.
This what Google says when I look up generational wealth.
Yeah.
It says generational wealth refers to financial assets passed from one generation of a family to another. Those assets can include cash, stocks, bonds, and other investments, as well as real estate and family businesses. So that's basically what you were saying anyway. That was your definition type shit, right? Or was that just like you looking at as the general definition?
That's what I was saying, but except in the definition, I didn't hear them say, like, I didn't hear them point out wealth. Like, they just said passing shit down. They said cash, real estate, and all this. I can pass you down $2. I can pass you down a house that's worth $1,000. Mm-hmm. That's not generational wealth, and to me at least. Now, that's what the definition say. So I get it, but it's
vague. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like just how motherfuckers in interviews throwing around generational wealth. To me, it's vague. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Explain that, bro. Break that down into layman's terms for a motherfucker that's really listening if you really trying to get your shit off. Or is you just throwing big words out there like that could get, you know what I mean, eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the reason it's not too vague for me, though, is because it's like, it's the words that's being used. Like, if you look at the definition with what they just said, it's vague. But if I'm just looking at generational wealth, I get what you're trying to say. Like, I'm not just like, what do you mean exactly? Like you said, generational wealth. I may not know the exact number, but I get what you're trying to say. You passing down, just like how they said in the definition, passing down assets and money and shit like that. And if you mentioning it and you talking about finances and shit like that, then I'm assuming you talking about enough to make you wealthy.
Bro, if I have kids, bro, I tell all my kids, like, once they get to a certain age where they know what I'm really saying, and I just tell them, hey, don't chase money, chase your passion. Get paid off what you enjoy doing, and then, matter of fact, just do what you enjoy doing.
Yeah. Don't
chase money. That could be generational wealth because all of them will look at the world different, bro, as to, I need to get some money. Like how that Poetic Lou first video dropped. I need some money badly. And then I just break it down as to, nigga, you worry about money. Like, nigga, worry about what it is you really want to do in life, bro, because money gonna come and go, bro. What is money for? It's to get spent, bro. And if you just looking at it, I'm trying to run this bag up $1 million, then what, bro? You're not just finna get $1 million and just save $1 million, bro. You finna spend it on something, bro. If you got interest as to jewelry, that's finna be your new hobby now. And now that $1 million finna drop down to $650. You know what I'm saying? So if you into jewelry really from Jump Street, nigga, become a jeweler. Or nigga, be one of them niggas that cut diamonds to where it's like a plain ass rock. To where you got this motherfucker smacking, flawless. Like, that's how I just look at shit from my perspective. Like,
yeah, no,
find whatever it is you really want to do. And that could be that's to me generational wealth, bro. Just putting motherfuckers on game in position to where they not looking for somebody to give them money as an employer type shit. Yeah. Being an employee.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it.
I feel you. But what I'm saying is, like, once it's no more employees, who makes the clothes and shit?
Everybody,
like who makes... No, but what I'm saying is, like, who makes... So you saying you gonna make your clothes?
What I'm saying is, like, all right, let's say people who into clothes. Yeah. Like how we came to the conclusion everybody don't want to be entrepreneurs or just not built to be entrepreneurs and shit. It could be some motherfuckers that's in the clothes to where, like, no, I'm into this shit. Like, I want to see how they really just making. I don't want to be the nigga really to design it, but I want to see how they really get how they get this motherfucker so silky like this, bro. Like, they could just be the motherfucker that's in there sewing. Like, that's still a passion, bro. You in there sewing. My grandma used to sew quilts, bro.
I get what you're saying.
Getting no money, bro. And then she could actually, if she wanted to, found a job to where she working for Gucci to where she's sewing up these Burberry shirts or these Gucci quilts and shit like that, bro. Like, so like that's still something. Like, And you can be an employer with that, like how I said with creative director. Like,
Yeah.
I can go get a job being a creative director, nigga, for Rhude. But me personally, I would rather have my own business instead of being just solely creative director of Rhude.
Nah, I feel you.
And that's still a job though. But
Right.
I mean, if that's what you into and you into clothes, then yeah. But if motherfuckers, it's a lot of motherfuckers looking at jobs as to just solely getting paid, bro. Niggas ain't got passion for putting sodas on shelves, cuz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
But
motherfuckers only in there just so they could pay bills type shit. And then what they really into is guns. Like, nigga, you could have been into something that really got something to do with that, bro. And then now it don't even feel like work, bro. Now you actually cool with putting in 8 hours, 10 hours a day.
But again, though, that just go back to like, you know what I'm saying, what motherfuckers is on at that time.
Right.
See, because like at one time you wasn't on this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was somebody probably when you was 15 and they was 15, they was on what you on right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just that, you know what I'm saying, you just on different types of times with.
That's why I say it's a mindset thing.
But
that's where I
also
start and end it.
But it's also like I said, like, yeah, you can make a business out of anything, but it's like at some point it's going to have to be people that's employees. If you had, cause you like how you say you don't want to put sodas on shelves. Who has I'm sure it's nobody that has a passion to put sodas on shelves. Like it's somebody, everything is possible. Mm-hmm. But if you had a passion to make sodas, you're not finna be putting them on the shelves yourself. You're going to need some workers. Mm-hmm. So somebody is going to have the mindset of, I just want to have a job so I can pay bills and take care of the family. Like those types of people exist, like they have to exist for the world to be able to operate. For you to even be able to have a corporation, you have to have those people. So like when you run across somebody that's, you know, they may not have the mindset of turning what they do into a business so that you can contract with them as opposed to hire them. They still got like a high necessity because, you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much the function of your business once you get to a certain level.
You said a high necessity? I fuck with that.
I'm saying like, it's just, you know.
No, I understand what you was getting at. I fuck with it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like, in that sense, it's people that they, whether they cool with it, they complain about it, they not cool with it. It's meant for like some people to just like, not even to say it's meant for them, but some people are cool with the idea of just working and getting paid from that, having that exchange. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I work, I make this little 25 hour or this little 35 hour. I get paid, I do this. They might do something that they actually could have a business from. Mm-hmm. But having a business don't always mean, you know what I'm saying, more money, more success. You might make more money on the front end, you know what I'm saying? But like this motherfucker that's at this job, they may end up being at that job for 20 years. You may have had a 10-year run in your business to where you end up getting some shit and you end up accomplishing some shit and all that. But then something may have happened to now where so how that even lines up may not even be the same type shit. So it's always going to be people that just like want to work, right? And they just on that level. But it's something else, like I said earlier, that they may be looking at a little more deeply into that you, like, let's say, like, I'm not into religion like that, but let's say they deep dive into religion, mm-hmm. And we don't know what's what, like, until it's all said and done type shit. So it's like, they may feel like you lacking, like you not, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not know about this or into this or, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But that's just what they into. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those. Cause like I had a chick recently and shit. She was damn near. That's a good way for a chick to like turn a nigga off. I ain't gonna lie. She took a deep dive into the shit, bro. She was talking to me about all type of shit. Like, and then when the Lord, I'm like, Shorty said the Lord like 50 times. I'm like, it's over. I'm all the way turned off at this point. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm finna get off the phone. No bullshit without being disrespectful and shit.
Hey, I gotta go feed my goldfish real quick.
I gotta go close this door. No bullshit, turn this light off and shit.
Hey, let me turn this camera on. I'm gonna call you back.
On what though? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I was just kind of looking looking at the situation when she was talking to me, like, you know, when people try to put you on to something, it's like, that's what you into at this moment. I'm not there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really, I mean, I guess you can try, and there's people that try to like, hey, you should be into this and you should do this, or you should, you know, think about it like this. But it's like, motherfuckers is going at their own speed. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. See, this is why we need combos and shit for real though, because let's talk about it. Like, with you breaking it down like that, right?
Yeah.
And me looking at it from my point of view, and then you countering it with your point of view, or just the average point of view, I say, it's bringing shit in perspective as to spinning this diamond around to where, like, now I look at it as to, I'm not necessarily, that's what I was looking at. That's how the view I was looking at it. That was the like main focal point, as to turn shit into a business type shit. But it all started with, what are you into type shit. And that's really the source of what I was saying. And I just attached business to that. So now on like what you having this convo, we going back and forth and my brain wheel just spinning, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at it as to, it's not necessarily all about the Benjamins, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you happy with what you're doing, basically? And like, that's why when I ask niggas, like, what are you into? Because you do this for free anyway. You're going to do this anyway, bro. So why go to this job you unhappy at when you can do what you're doing anyway and make money off of that? And that's really the essential lesson of what I was getting at type shit, but it may come off as to just be an entrepreneur, bro. Like, that ain't really the message I'm preaching type shit, but it may come off that way because that's where I'm leading to when I say just turn it to a business. But I'm really just also looking at it like in layman's terms, down to the seed of things. Like, what are you into? You know what I'm saying? Are you happy with what you're doing right now? And you like, you good with life? And that's why that's what really I'm looking at type shit. Like, I'm looking at everybody around me, bro, who don't want to go to work every day, bro, and they just unhappy. Like the niggas, bro, it was this one nigga at work, two niggas really yesterday. I walk in coming back from break. And as soon as I come in, bro, the nigga just looked depressed, bro. Like,
he said, I hate it here.
Bro, the nigga just looked down, bro. Like, so like, and I seen him, like me, I'm gonna just start a combo with motherfuckers and shit. Like most motherfuckers my age to just look at, bro, dog guys hate this job and just keep it pushing. Yeah. So I just started a combo with him, like, bro, like, you good? He's like, you know, same bullshit every day. And I'm just on some like, bro, what are you into, bro? Like, he like, nothing really. I used to be into this, but now I ain't no more. And I used to do this, and now I just be so tired from work. I'm in bed by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock to where, you know, I go to work until this time, and I get off work. I got this little time to be with my kids, and I go to bed and get back up to work. It just sounds like an unhappy cycle that he's in. And I'm not necessarily saying, you know, go start your own business somewhere. I'm really getting to the point of, nigga, what is that you into, bro? Can you find a way to be happy with your life, bro? Like, that's really what I'm getting to, bro. Is like, bro, be happy with life, bro. Like, don't just walk around life depressed and mad and just going through the motions when really you can change your mindset and be happy, bro. Find euphoria, basically.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess it's okay because see, I'm a nigga that I wouldn't mention it unless it just come up. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to mention it. But it's just like with me, I be looking at shit like, I'd rather lead from example. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm happy with how my life is and I'm doing some shit, then me leading by example is just being me. Like, you know, I do what I like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to telling a motherfucker like, oh, you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should look at this shit like that, because it's the same with it's like the fucking, the chick preaching and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not on what you on right now. So that's how it sounds. You not on that type of time.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, that's how that message would come across to somebody that's not on the same type of time as you.
Yeah, it's like I'm preaching religion to a motherfucker.
What you saying is probably beneficial for them.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like with her, she probably saying some shit to me that's beneficial to me. But I'm just, you're not finna sell me on nothing. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you talking about. You could be telling me don't jump up. Look, don't jump off this cliff. Like, not to say like that's extreme. Don't jump off this cliff. Your ass better not jump off a cliff.
But if you a daredevil, nigga, you jumping any fucking way. Like, it don't matter what the fuck they talking about, bro. But nigga, it's an ocean down there. I'm finna jump in that motherfucker.
I'm just saying in the sense of like, you know, it's basically trying to like set, like, it's okay to still mention it, like how you saying that you do, because I'm just the type that probably wouldn't mention it. But that's just me. That's just me though, and I ain't saying like you should do this, do that. But I'm just saying in the sense of it's just gonna come across like some, you know what I'm saying? You damn near trying to preach a motherfucker.
Yeah. And I eventually started peeping it just off of when bro said, nigga, everybody can't be an entrepreneur. I just started preaching like, all right, cool. Let me just.
Who gonna work for you?
Stop doing that shit from that point of view. But like, that really wasn't the main point. And yeah, so that really wasn't the main point. And like, it can come off that way. And that's why in that communication class, I just look at it like that shit was important. That was probably the most important class I took in school outside of like, you know, math, reading, writing type shit. But like that communication class, that's to just getting your point across from point A to B, making sure it's the right message you getting across. Like, you might think you putting the right message out there and it's just not connecting because somewhere down the line it's a speed bump in that motherfucker
type shit.
So now you think I'm preaching about being a businessman when really I'm just talking about niggas just being happy with life, bro. You walking around here looking depressed, bro. I'm tired of seeing you looking depressed because you throwing my mood off. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, so now that we even talking about it, you know what I mean, putting the shit in the air and getting it out, that's really my main essential point. And it's funny because it took this convo to even for me to realize that shit. And that's coming from you being an older nigga talking to a younger nigga, seeing how I'm going through shit with emotions and you having your point of view and how you play shit a little different and how motherfuckers could receive it, perceive it. Little bitch put me on to this Apple shit where you can look up how much music you play and shit in a month. Nigga, I'm at 10,000 minutes. I don't even know how long that shit is, bro, but that shit said for the month of May, I'm at 10,000 minutes. And now it's at July, so I'm gonna have to go back on there and check for July type shit. But I'm just like, damn, 10,000 minutes.
For June?
No, yeah, for June. Yeah, my fault. And like, I'm at 10,000 minutes of music in May, nigga. She was at like 2,300, bro.
Damn.
So it's like, I'm listening to a lot of music type shit. Like, it's a lot of time spent on music getting played. And most of that time, nigga, I'm at work putting hours in, bro. I just don't know the equation from 10,000 minutes to however many hours that is. So I just, you know, from time to time, turn on some podcasts and shit, interviews. And like today, nigga, I'm at work watching Prince interviews and shit like that. Like listening to his catalog, Purple Rain and shit like that. Like, yeah. So like, I'm just all over. So I could see me being a nigga that would listen to this convo at work, bro. Yeah. By the time we get done, this motherfucker probably be 2 hours and 17 minutes. Nigga, I'm finna be right at work playing all 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Yep. No bullshit. But
and so I know other motherfuckers to be out here on that same time.
Yeah, no, that's what this shit for. Like, I'm gonna fuck with it. Plus, there's some shit I could put you on too. Motherfuckers just be listening to shit. There's some shit before. This was like, I got on probably like about 20. I remember 2012, 2013. But this is a show from like fucking 2006, 7. Like this like radio show, Sirius XM type shit, which was basically what podcast is now. Type shit. But it's this nigga, you ever heard of this comedian Patrice O'Neal?
Not at all. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. So that's even better. If you don't even know who he is, because you probably gonna look him up now, but I'm saying if you don't know who he is and you just listen to this show, that's even better type shit, because you ain't gonna know what you getting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no bias.
Yeah, no, so it's no opinion. It's just fucking, I'm finna listen to this show.
It's a blank canvas.
It's just black dude, 2 white dudes. That's it. That shit funny as a bitch. No shit, I'm gonna put you on though.
For sure. I'm willing. Me, I'm open-minded right now in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just how I'm open-minded with this convo to realize that what I was saying could be, you know what I mean, received the wrong way, and me realizing my actual main point of shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just being open-minded. Now, if I'm closed-minded, nigga, I ain't even trying to hear what you just said to even realize how I could have been saying, like, getting the wrong point across. I just looked at it like, no, nigga, this is what I'm on, nigga. Find a way to get paid, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't even the main point. Main point is, nigga, is just be happy, bro.
Yeah.
If you ain't happy with this job, nigga, go find something that makes you happy and do that.
But that shit easier said than done, though, too.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
you
it's
still
like,
got to put it out in the air because motherfuckers won't even think of it, bro. Like, motherfuckers could be into golfing and never go golfing because they just look at it like, I ain't got the time.
If you not happy at your job, you know it. It ain't no, they know it. Like, it ain't like you saying it. I get what you saying, put it out in the air, because hearing somebody, that's why I say it's nothing wrong with saying it, because sometimes hearing somebody else say it might spark you to be like, damn, you know what, fuck it. So it's nothing wrong with it. Keep doing it. But I'm saying in the sense of like, you know, it's not always just like, okay, I'm finna just do this shit. Like sometimes, bro, it be so many obstacles motherfucker gotta get past just to even get out their routine of what they do that's making them unhappy. What's making them unhappy might be a motherfucker they fucking with. That shit ain't easy to just, let me switch all this shit up real quick and just like, motherfucker ain't got that flexibility every time. Them working at that job, they might, man, listen, motherfucker might be like, shit, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I start working at this motherfucker like I'm so behind on shit. Then I gotta wait to get hired at another spot or do some other shit. I gotta hustle, do this. Like it's so many things that may be in the way that we don't even be knowing about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker might be on some, if you quit, it's over for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit might not be as easy. Like you always gonna end up having to take some type of risk in life and shit like that. But everybody not ready to jump off the porch yet with the risk. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. It's easy for me to say like, oh, nigga, start your little podcast shit. I bought some little equipment shit. Do that. Go ahead, do that shit. Like that shit ain't always as easy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The lifestyle you live might not permit you to even have the right convos on the podcast.
Yeah, like whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know, making change in life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that makes you a better person. You definitely want to get better as you go, but I'm saying in the sense of when that happens, just because you're ready to make that change and you've made them and you feel like I'm doing it, so here go an example, they still may not be on that type of time yet.
Oh,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
And me, I just be like, that's why I say I'm different, bro. I just be having a different perspective on life. And like, I'm not trying to have motherfuckers look at it from my point of view, but I could just tell when a motherfucker is unhappy, bro. So I just want to get them to a point of view to where they at least attempting to be happy, bro. Cause even like you ever seen Benjamin Button?
I know what it is. I ain't never seen it though.
Well, essentially,
backwards.
Yeah. So essentially in the movie, you know, he aged backwards and his, baby mama had his daughter read his diary that he wrote before he lost his memory and shit. And in the book, he was just saying, you know, I pray you can travel, you know what I mean? Talk to people with different points of views and do different things and live the best life you want. And if you realize you ain't, I just hope you can drop all that shit and start over. Mm-hmm. And that's just how I'm looking at it now. So it's like me watching that movie, I'm getting the essential message that the writer wanted to get across. You know what I'm saying? This is life, bro. Just be happy with life. Do what you want to do in life and this and that. And I'm still young to where like it's fresh. Like I ain't even fully blossomed yet to where I'm in a full cycle of whatever. I ain't even got no cycle. I'm just going right now looking for what I'm even into right now and shit.
I mean,
and just doing that.
You just still attached to your people, which is, you know, you still want to, not to say like you're supposed to detach, but I'm saying in the sense of once you notice that, like how you say it's life, you're supposed to do X, Y, and Z, you're supposed to do that. You just looking at it like you trying to relate a message, but I mean, you supposed to be the one exploring that. If them motherfuckers ain't got it, they ain't got it.
Yeah, and they just,
you know what I'm saying? They'll get it when they get it type shit. That's where I think you looking at it like, man, I'm trying to tell y'all that it's, you know, shit over here, but it's like you just gotta focus on that. They'll get to it when they get to it type shit.
For sure. And I'm at that point now. And that's why me getting to that point now mentally on my own, then having this convo right after the fact, or still fresh in the fact. We here now. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a process, because who knows what I'm going to be doing next year around the same time. The mental space I'm going to be in next year after realizing after this convo the missteps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like, this be the thing, bro. Some motherfuckers don't make it past a day years old type shit. Die as babies type shit. Die when they come out. Like, it's, you damn near lucky to still, motherfuckers be lucky to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be having brain aneurysms. Like, just on some random shit. Get hit by a bus. Pile up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that happened to where it's just like, just being here in itself is like,
It's
all
a
right,
privilege.
that part, you know what I'm saying, for one. And then for two, once you start thinking about the roles that we end up taking in life and shit like that, it's like, you know, not everybody gonna reach that, you know, that apex level that they probably was projected to reach given their potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's motherfuckers that hoop that's probably league rate, like they probably could go to the league type shit. Mm-hmm. It's somebody, every city, they hoop good enough to be able to go to the league, but it just didn't pan out. But it's something in, like, we all still serve a purpose and shit. That motherfucker probably saved somebody from getting hit by a car and shit. Being in the league couldn't did that.
True.
Motherfucker they end up saving, end up being, you know what I'm saying, fucking motherfucker just got drafted last week or some shit. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying, like, this shit just all be like a, you know, you just fall into where you fall into, you know what I'm saying? But I don't knock you for still relaying the message, though. Motherfuckers that's done, since I done pop back on social media, it's been motherfuckers that'll, you know, hit me up, some of my guys I ain't chopped it up with in a minute and shit. That'll be like, shit, I'm gonna come fuck with you on the studio shit, like, but didn't come and shit like that, like how you said, swindle. Mm-hmm. But I don't look at that and take it personal. It's just motherfuckers might not really want to do it for real. Now I'm looking at it like I'm doing this shit for real. So if you telling me, I'm damn near kind of like factoring it in type shit. But they may just be looking at it like, I'll just get up with cuz when I get up with him type shit. That's just where they at in life right now. They not looking at this with the enthusiasm I'm looking at it with. So I don't knock nobody. It's just, if I really genuinely want to do it, I can figure out a way to do it without having said person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to make or break it type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that. And then if motherfuckers want to fuck with it and I want to fuck with them in that time, we can get it cracking later. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got shit that they own.
And then that's why I say, like, shit, like, life is tailor-made. Because, like, you can take a Joe Budden. This nigga was so into music as a consumer. He can quote songs off the top of his head from certain albums and tell you when it was released and fucking around tell you who produced that motherfucker, to where it led him to being a rapper and getting in the record industry and getting bad deals and bad marketing and realizing this might not be the lane for me and shit. And then just transitioning to Complex, and he doing interviews and shit like that. And then now he got his own podcast to where it's really just his voice. So it's like the nigga was moved by voices, whether it was rap, singing, or whatever. And it took him to walk down that path that he was into, so heavy of getting moved by voices, to realize that he has a voice. He was using it the wrong way. Well, I ain't gonna say the wrong way, but he used it as a rapper and realized that probably ain't the best lane for me. He used it as a complex, realized that might not be the best lane for me. And then boom, nigga found podcast, and then this is my lane now. Took him a while to get there. Took some hiccups and shit. Then Pump It Up to smash. But the next one they ain't fucking with. You know what I'm saying? It took that road to get to where he at now, to where niggas calling him the Podfather and shit. But the nigga found his niche. And who knows? Clothing might not be my niche. It might just lead me to what my niche really is. And who knows? You ain't gonna know until you know. You ain't gonna know until it's there in your face, in your hand. And it's like, damn, this really my lane right here. Like,
no, that's real shit.
I wake up and think about this shit, or I wake up and I'm just looking forward to this shit. When I don't do it, it's on my mind and shit. Like, I miss this shit. Like, who knows? Who knows? So you just got to keep going on this road. And my uncle told me some shit like, man, we think we know where we going in life. We think we know what we supposed to do or what we are doing or what we going to do. He said, but really we just going on this road, going wherever it leads us. And your only job is to just keep going. Nigga told me I might think I'm going to be doing real estate a couple years ago. Nigga, you might be doing something else and real estate just leads you there. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and then me just having older guys, like not even just guys, but just older people around me. Because I'm the youngest of like normally everybody I know, unless it's like people I went to school with. But like y'all older, like my family actually older. Like nigga, my first cousin called me nephew cuz. It's the funniest shit in the world to me. But her kids is like my second cousin and they older than me.
Right.
So it's like, I'm just usually the young one around type shit. So I'm just getting put on game and realizing all these different perspectives and shit like that, you know. Me just being the youngest nigga in the room, you ain't doing too much talking because everybody else older talking. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta peep, listen, watch, and then adjust and, you know what I'm saying, move on that type shit. Or at least that's how I was. And who knows, that might come into effect into how I'm living my life 10, 20 years from now. True. And I might not realize it now, or I might even realize a piece of it and still just don't know what the end result is. And that's life.
Got you any little last words, outro?
Essentially, you know, find you for it. By any means, poverty's paradise.
All right, baby.